Well, what's happening with Veep? There's two Veeps out there, or Kennedy is going to announce who his vice president is.
I thought he picked it
on Monday. He's going to announce on Monday or Tuesday who his Veep is going to be. There's speculation about this former wife of the Google founder. I forget her name, but there's speculation that she's going to be the Veep for him. And then Trump's going to be out sometime with it. I don't know if he put a timeline on it, but Marco Rubio ain't happening. I heard Roger Stone said somebody else wasn't happening, but I can't remember who it was. And I don't think Greg Abbott's happening. So
who? Greg who?
Abbott.
Oh, Greg Abbott. He's a Greg Abbott. Her name is Nicole Shanahan, and she's pretty, right? She's attractive.
Yeah. She's very young. Yeah,
I'm not crazy. Okay, good. I'm not crazy.
But here's her background real quick. She's 38. I'd probably be one of the youngest vice presidents, maybe not, but one of the youngest vice presidents, maybe. Founder of Baya Echo, a private nonprofit that issues grants for issues including reproductive rights, equality, criminal justice reform, and the environment.
Boo.
Kennedy, well, I don't know that he's actually going to do this because his campaign came out with a statement like, yeah, they were sure it was going to be Aaron Rodgers, and then they were sure it was going to be Jesse Ventura, and now they're sure it's this lady we're going to announce on Tuesday, and we're very happy with who the pick is. But if he chooses this woman, he will do another thing that just, I don't understand. He makes some fatal flaws. I'm such a winnable voter, and something like this is like, you're supposed to be the anti-corruption candidate. Isn't that how he's positioning himself?
Mm-hmm.
And he would be, if he does this, he would be letting someone buy the vice president ticket.
Wait.
What?
The reason she's being floated out there is because she funded the Super Bowl ad.
Yes.
And then she's also potentially going to fund all his ballot access stuff, which I get that it's politics and you have to make choices to get yourself on the ballot. But how can the anti-corruption candidate have his vice president ticket be for sale?
Maybe he was going to pick her before she decided, and then she was like, okay, since I'm on the ticket, I'll now pay for the ads.
Sure, that's not the case.
Jeez. I don't know that is it really that big a deal that he would pick someone that spent $4 million on a Super Bowl ad? Like, is that why he picked her? Or, I mean, it wasn't even that good of an ad, I'm told. I don't know why it was so bad. I saw it.
Good ad.
I thought it was good, but he apologized for it. And I don't know. Is that why? Does she have good ideas? Is she anything more? I mean, she'd be the first Asian in the White House, even though she's half Asian, half Chinese. Not half Asian, half Chinese. That would be full Asian, Charles. Just so you know, I'm saying she's half Asian, and that Asian is Chinese Asian.
Thanks for the clarification.
You're welcome. Happy to help anytime. I know you have problems with like racial issues, so
I think you threw me. I don't know what I was gonna say. The ad, I'm pretty sure he apologized for the ad. I think he was apologizing to his family because I think he used like JFK references or something. So I think the apology was to his family. If I'm not mistaken, I could be mistaken. But there's this article that says that his picks or his, I guess, short list, it's Nicole Shanahan, Jesse Ventura, as you mentioned, Tulsi Gabbard, Aaron Rodgers, Rand Paul, and Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
Andrew Yang is lame. Andrew Yang is lame, even though I do love the memes that he generated. Rand Paul isn't going to do it with RFK. It's not going to happen. Aaron Rodgers would be a non-serious pick, but be interesting at the very least. Jesse Ventura is a wild pick. Like that's absolutely. I mean, I'd love it because he will call Michael from the White House and tell him about the aliens, and that would be cool. But it's not a winning pick. It's got to be the Shanahan broad that they said.
What about Tulsi?
Oh, Tulsi. With how much a lot of Republicans seem to like her, that might be a good pick. Not all Republicans, but some
Democrats don't like her.
I want Trump to pick Tulsi.
Really?
Is she on Trump's list? Uh-oh. Yeah, I think that would be a better fit for Trump than it would be for RFK. Because it's a bipartisan. That would be more bipartisan, right? And not like totally opposite ends of the spectrum, but it would be more bipartisan. Whereas RFK and Tulsi Gabbard, which seems like they're a couple outsiders, quote unquote, and everything, but I mean, it is the Kennedys, so I don't know how outside can you be. But that seems like they're a little bit too on the same side of stuff.
That's fair.
I know.
Maybe. How is Aaron Rodgers a non-serious pick, and choosing some woman who gave you a bunch of money is a serious pick?
Aaron Rodgers. Well, again, you're comparing apples and oranges, and I know you'd love to do that, as this specific episode is evidence of. Aaron Rodgers is a football player, and that's fine. So Jesse Ventura was a wrestler. Aaron Rodgers is a football player. I don't know. I think he likes to talk about politics. I don't know that he's actually involved politically. His name is pretty toxic to the masses, I believe. And so I don't think it's a serious pick for someone that's trying to win. If we're talking about pure politics, picking a woman, a half Asian woman, and a woman that is clearly into environmentalism, which RFK is also into, seems like a much smarter pick.
Very good argument.
I know.
The only thing I would say about Aaron Rodgers is the entire NFL and ESPN ecosystem would now be tuned into the presidential race. But for that reason alone, it's probably a good choice. But no, that was a good argument.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Charles thinks that quite a bit. He just has a hard time saying it.
Brad was so used to me fighting back that he didn't know how to just say thank you and let him say it.
Hey,